We are live. Hello and welcome to Slay the Holidays. Today we want to talk about how optimism can actually be stopping you from getting the results and what it is that you're really out for.
Yeah, so if you're sitting here in going into 2024 and you're where you were like last year, right? Or like slight incremental, gains, right? Like a small little bit of increase in your business. And you're like, what the hell, man? Like, I was creating 2023 to be the year. Like, I was going to take over. Like, my business was going to expand. I was going to make a huge difference. I was going to, make a bunch of money. I was going to leave my job. I was going to, all the things.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's this, I don't know what the right word is for it, but there's like a thing in the online space where you're like, big, audacious, crazy goals, right? And so and there's nothing wrong with having big, audacious, crazy goals. We have them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're like, oh man, I'm shooting for it. Like, this is going to be the year. Like, I just know it. I am willing it. My energy is just like feeling it. Like, this is it. And I'm going to be positive. And I know that, like, and it's almost like a bypassing of positivity to get results, and then can be left with a huge disappointment on the backside because you didn't get the results that you wanted. Right. So there's something around having optimism is great. Having the energy behind everything is like the core basis of what we talk about. However, what happens is if you're in your coaching business and you're making somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a month, but ultimately the goal is to be making $20,000, $50,000 a month and beyond, right? So what's going to happen is if you are just optimizing and positive thinking your way to $50,000 a month, your brain is automatically going to go to, well, I just have to do more. Well, I didn't get the results that I wanted this year, so I guess I just have to do more.
Yeah, and that can lead to burnout. That can lead to like complete resentment towards your business. That can be, it can be led to just frustration. It can lead to all kinds of things. And this is the thing is like, if your strategy is like maxing out at $5,000 or $3,000 or whatever, like, and you're like, oh, I just need to do more. But it's like, could you imagine doing, like, if you really are, if your goal is $20,000, okay, so it's 4 times what you're currently doing. I just need to focus and energy and hustle my way 4 times as much as you're currently doing.
And as long as I think positive about it, it is going to be okay.
Yeah. and that's if everything goes perfectly, right? Like if that multiply of like, okay, 4 times of what you're currently doing, is that really going to be effective? And so like maybe it's not what you're doing that's actually leading. Maybe it's something else. And so you don't even know. It's a lot of people, I believe, that like they're getting results and they don't even know why they're getting results. They get a client here and there, they get people referred, they get they get great results, so people refer, and they're like, I don't know, I can't multiply that. I've like, how could I 4x the amount of referrals that I'm getting, right? And it's like, okay, if you don't have a strategy in line that you consciously see, okay, this could get me to where I really want to go, like, and you're like, it's not going to work, right? There has to be a shift. There has to be a new strategy. There has to be a new system put in place.
Now, I'm not saying that optimism is horrible, right? There's like out of all of this, like there's something to be said about the energetics and the thinking positive and all of those things. And there's a difference between like bypassing all of the stuff that you have going on in your life, or the like, okay, for the last 5 years, I've been working on hitting $30,000 a month. This is the year. And the only thing that shifts is the way, like the positivity about it, but you're not focusing in on the strategy.
But I'm going to work way harder.
Right,
it's
right.
Like, this
so
is the year.
There's ultimately what you want to do is you want to think about like, what is the strategy that is going to be in alignment to who you are? Is it like taking a look at your offer, actually it's even beyond that. It's finding the holes of where your business currently is. And then what are the holes that we need to fill? and to increase your business from there. So it's not like, I can't say that it's only your program or only your offer, or only your strategy or only anything. You may have a great strategy that's getting the clients, but you're not making the money because there's something with your offer, right? So there's something that is currently in the space, whether it's your program and how you're delivering it, whether it's how you're getting clients, the strategy behind it, the energy, if it's aligned or it's not aligned. There's a lot of different components of what it could possibly be. And if you want to really create this business and have this time of momentum and being in momentum, right? We're coaches, but we're also entrepreneurs. And man, we actually have,
I think that's a big shift, right? Because sometimes you're like, if you come from a job mentality and you're wanting to be a successful coach, you don't realize that you actually have to shift to be an entrepreneur. Or maybe you were an entrepreneur, but you're used to promoting and selling something that's not based around you, right?
I've seen that a lot of people have that struggle.
Yeah. And then so now you have to shift to becoming an entrepreneur with a personal brand. And that becomes a whole thing in its own.
Selling yourself instead of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really is what it comes down to. So I just wanted to share some awareness and some actions for you to be thinking about today is, what is that number for you? And I'd actually love for you to drop it in the comment or reach out to us. And like, I'm curious, I really want to know what is that next level? What is this like? All right, this year is actually the year. And rather than like, we can bring the optimism and we can bring all the good vibes and all of the energy of it, but let's literally look through and see where the gaps are and what are the pieces that are missing for you so that you can actually focus on those things and create the strategy that's going to get you to those numbers. So we have a great assessment inside the 50K by Christmas masterclass. If you haven't watched that yet, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and watch it, do that assessment, and send us a message of like, okay, this is the number. I went through the assessment and this is where I found that there was a lot of reds and that I need to work on, right? And then that's going to help us too, where we can create content and we can kind of navigate this through for you so that you can get the results that you want, because ultimately you're a coach and you know that you have that calling to be a coach and to do bigger things, to hit those numbers, right? There's no shame in hitting numbers of $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. Like we do it all the time. Right? And you got to own it. And I literally believe, and I have this within every fiber of my being, that the more money we make, the world is a better place. We can make a contribution to the world when we make money. And I believe that for you too. And so I want you to make those big numbers. And I don't want you to just think and put it on your vision board and it's just going to freaking happen one day.
Yeah. If you don't have the plan and you don't have the system and you don't have the alignment and you don't have
all the things.
things.
Now, what I would say, you put it on your vision board and like, okay, this is going to happen. What's going to happen is your perfect people, like your teachers, the mentors, the people that you need to get you there. I hear you, honey, will start showing up. So that's my invitation. I am going to go hang out with my baby because you can have it all. I love you. I appreciate you. Go check out the assessment. Let us know what those results were, and we will see you on tomorrow's video.
Bye.